Okay. All right, it's a pretty simple day because we're just kind of continuing to work on some things right now. So for morning meeting, we're gonna do worksheet number 2 that we all got out. All right. For reading, I'm gonna have you guys continuing to use RAS, kids. We want to make sure that we're reading the book, listening to the book, and taking the quizzes. Okay. Guys, I want you to pretend that Miss K is reading, but everyone look at me, okay? Okay, this is my iPad. I want you to pretend that I'm reading it. Tell me if I'm reading it right now. Am I reading it or am I just looking at it? Am I just looking at it? Okay. So, friends, when you're using the RAS kids, you need to make sure you're saying it out loud like, I see a pickle in the tree. I see a cat in the tree. Make sure you're saying those words because remember, that gets your brain super, super strong, okay? Miss K is also sending videos. I'm putting videos on my YouTube channel of me reading books to you guys. Does anybody know the video that I did yesterday? What book I read yesterday? I did Christmas Cookies on Monday. Do you guys know what book I did yesterday? I can give you oh, Donnie, do you know what it was?
Fish.
It was about a fish, right, Donnie? It was about all the things that a fish sees. Donnie, do you remember one of the things that the fish saw? Do you remember? It might be hard to remember, though.
Book.
He saw a book. Good job, Donnie. Way to watch those. Jojo, do you remember something else that the fish saw in the book, in the video?
A lamp.
A lamp. Good job. Great job, friends. So I would like you to continue to watch those videos with Miss K. All right. Next up, we have writing. Friends, for writing today, we are going to be using worksheet number 7, okay? Worksheet number 7. Now, it might be a little tricky for us, so I'm going to talk about it. I really want to make sure we're all listening. It says, my favorite winter tradition is. You might think, Miss K, I don't know what that word tradition means. Tradition is something that you do every single year with your family, okay? You might always do something for Christmas specials. Like some people make tamales every Christmas. Miss K, I make something really special. So I would say for a winter tradition, something that I do every single winter, I would say my favorite winter tradition is making, they're called Swedish cinnamon rolls. I love it. I do it every Christmas with my family and it's in wintertime. So can anybody think of something that they do every time in winter? Like maybe they watch a movie, they drink a drink, they see someone. What's a tradition that someone has every single winter? Eileen, do you have one? Okay.
Open the presents with all our family.
Oh, that's a good tradition. I bet a lot of friends can say me too on that one because they probably open presents with their family as well. That's a good one. Yaneli, what tradition do you have with your family? Make sure and mute yourself, Yaneli.
I like presents to open with my family.
Oh, you take presents with your fam. Oh, okay, great. That's awesome. Okay, anybody else want to talk about what they do with their families as a tradition, or they just do as a tradition? That doesn't have to be with your family. Genesis, what do you do as a tradition?
We count down to Christmas.
You do a countdown to Christmas? Oh, that's a good one. All right, my last friend, Juliet, what do you do for a tradition in wintertime? You go to the cabin? Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I love this, friend. So these are all traditions that we're going to write about that we do, okay? Right. And I had someone ask a really good question, okay? They said, Miss K, do I take the quizzes on RAS Kids? And you guys want to make sure that, yes, you're reading the book, you're listening to the book, and you're taking the quizzes, okay? You have to do all 3 of those in order to get new books and level up, Okay. All right. That is a really good question. And then, Friends for Religion, we're just going to continue doing our Advent wreath and saying that prayer with our families because we want to make sure our body is ready for Jesus. Okay, remember how we talked about when we went to something called adoration? Do we want our bodies like this when we see Jesus? Do we want our bodies like this? No. So praying this prayer, what it does is it gets our bodies ready because we're getting ready for Jesus to be born. That's a pretty big deal. So we want to make sure our bodies are all ready for it. We want to make sure we're praying that prayer with our family every single day because I don't want a crazy body when I see Jesus. I want a calm body, okay? Right, perfect. And then for social studies and science, you guys are continue to work on your gingerbread men. I hope they're coming along well. I'm really excited to see them on Friday. So continue to disguise them so nobody eats them or so they don't run around the school and lose their legs and go in people's lunch bags, okay? So I want you guys to continue to disguise those. And lastly, for math, you guys are continuing to work with that really special tool, the Rec and Rec, okay? And you're gonna continue with this worksheet, all right? Miss K made a video a little bit about how to use the Rec and Rec some more yesterday and how to use the worksheet. If you're still feeling a little lost or a little stuck, you can talk to a grown-up. Your grown-up can talk to Miss K. You can get on Miss K's office hours and you can ask me as many questions as you need, okay? All right, does anybody have any questions for today? Are we all good? Perfect. Okay, well, I think we need to stand up and do a birthday Go Noodle. Let me pull it up, Donnie, because I had a different one up, so let me